We are here. Therapy Without a Degree. Chapter, I believe this is chapter 223. All right, 223. We got Zain in the building.
How's it going, everybody?
This guy made it. There we go. Then we got a very special guest in the building.
I don't know about the very special.
Yes, a very special.
Alistair?
You have a guest.
Sebastian Alistair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are we
we
keeping
call
it
you
kayfabe?
Sebastian.
What are we doing? We're
Keeping a character.
Yeah, we're keeping it alive now.
Imagine he did not. Well,
No one didn't see it yet. They
not,
saw it, but you know.
it's spoilers. This thing is definitely gonna be spoilers.
Yes.
All right. This guy got the fancy shoes and everything too. I said, yo, he's gonna be my stylist.
Check me
Nah,
out.
he has to be a stylist, man.
Listen, this was like the only thing that I saw.
Yeah. That's what they all say.
No, because I wore the same thing on Sunday. I really did.
You wore the same
I
thing.
repeated the outfit.
I feel like I have never seen you with the same outfit, except for when we film.
And that's it. That's enough, you know.
He's like, that's it. Other than that, you just throw it out. Like that's it.
It's just a lot. I just go through it, you know, and you latch on to a certain type of style, and you just rock it for a little bit, and then you get rid of it. And that's
I like it, bro. This is fly.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
you. Just because it's so cold again. I wish I was wearing like a tank top right now, but you know,
I'm
can't
about
do that.
to pull out my Fashion Nova at this point.
Go ahead, do it.
Do it. But we got you back, man. Well, no, back for the first time. It's funny because you made it to the series before even the podcast. That's pretty dope.
That's right. You know, that's because I'm an actor.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know how I am on a podcast. We're about to find out. This might be the worst episode ever.
Nah, lies. All lies.
No, I don't know.
So, what did we do this weekend? I actually saw Zain this weekend. We went to the Soap and Smoke.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
So cute.
We went to
Okay.
I was just in the background. I didn't even actually make soap. That's crazy.
Yeah. No.
I just showed up.
All right.
And then this random woman gave me some edibles.
Okay.
She gave me a brownie. It's vegan brownies.
It's a win for everybody.
Right.
I know.
Well then.
And then you had some of it there, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, because then
that shit didn't kick in until I
I
got
mean,
home.
that's the rule, Joe. You gotta like let her marinate in your system for a little bit.
Nah, it definitely kicked in on the way home. I didn't say nothing, but I was like, I saw this dude's eyes.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yeah, good thing he's dropping me off now.
Yeah.
I was not driving when I had the edibles, Joe.
And Joe was out the car and he's like, "Good luck to you, sir, wherever you're going next."
I had it after.
Oh yeah, sure, okay. whatever we want to say here. But
I feel like someone should be like dancing right now with that noise.
Right?
That's what reminds me of a club. All right,
oh no, don't let me get to my funky sound.
Okay. I'm peeping them. I'm just looking at everything it says. But
whenever you want,
I'll act surprised. You know.
Yeah, don't look at it.
I won't look at it. I won't look.
Princess is here, like just like wait a minute, we got Ankit.
Yeah, look at her. She was my one of the leading ladies.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Sanctuary.
right.
I gave her her break, so she knows. You know, she knows. She remembers.
That's right. He put her on.
That's right.
He did.
That's right.
That was her first acting
debut. Right. That's right.
She fucking killed that shit.
She really did. Yeah. Everyone liked the dog and the girl. That's what they all kept telling me. They're like, "Hey man, so watch your film. It was great. The girl and the dog were fucking amazing." I was like, "Motherfucker, I was in it too." Like,
right?
Like, what about me?
The dog stole the show.
The dog was the dog and the girl. Oh, the girl was great. And I was like, I was standing right next to her. How about me?
You seen me do the whole thing, but you only remember like 30 seconds.
Exactly. That's it. Oh man, I don't know.
But that was fucking funny. We did this. What else did we do? I saw the Soap and Smoke.
Okay.
Oh, this guy. Oh, he's back in the gym.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Back in the gym.
Pumping iron, clanging and banging.
Clanging and banging.
Clanging and banging, brother.
This guy's getting yoked, man. He was killing that shit yesterday.
Yeah, I was like, and it was light work because I was like, let me get into because I felt like my muscles were already tense already.
Yeah.
I had to get used to it.
Okay.
Trying to get like Michael B. Jordan. That's
there
the
you
goal.
go.
Creed 3.
Yeah, put him out of work, bro.
Right.
But yeah.
I told him Zain B. Jordan.
Zain B. Jordan. That's a powerful name.
I'm telling you, man. It's
You'll-
that Jordan.
It'll definitely take your place.
Word. And then, speaking of, we got an actor in the building. And speaking of actors,
Speaking of
one
actors,
of your favorite actor was just having a crazy fucking weekend.
Listen. Keep my actor out of your motherfucking
Nah,
mouth.
nah, man.
All right, that's all I'm saying.
keep his name out your fucking mouth.
I'm just saying, but nah, that was a wild ass. I didn't even watch it. Someone had sent me a clip of him saying that, but then I was like, okay, I thought that was it, and then it's like, oh no, he slapped him on stage. He slapped who? He slapped Chris Rock. Oh, it was a skit. No, it wasn't. Are you fucking kidding me? I go on Twitter. It's real. I was like, wow. I was like, he really. And then I watched the actual clip. My man just walked up on stage, slapped him, sat back down, and it's like, keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. I was like, oh my God. Will snapped. He snapped. Because we've been we've been watching him through social media this entire time, ever since the whole red table talk. You don't think that no one would snap like that? I'm just saying. I just feel like that whole situation, not to give him a pass and he apologized, he acknowledges it and whatnot. It's one thing if he didn't acknowledge it and justified it, but it was one of those things where it's just like, my man snapped.
What would you have done in that situation?
I would have been verbal first, and then I think if they proceeded, I probably would have went on stage. I think he did it reverse.
What about you, Ankit?
I would have just sat there because I understand. First of all, you're watching a TV show. You as an audience, you as well.
Right.
When you're watching it, you need to understand that this is a TV show generated for the sole purpose so that the maximum amount of people in this country can watch it, or all over the world, whatever. I think that it's the audiences this country primarily, right? So that's the purpose. It's a TV show. And because it's a TV show, they have to have some sort of entertainment. Have you ever been to an award ceremony? It's the most boring fucking thing in the world.
Yeah.
This is not an award ceremony. It's an award show, which includes show business, which both Will Smith and Chris Rock are a part of.
It's going to lead right to my point.
Right? They're both a part of it. Now, Will should know this better than anyone else in that room, that when Chris Rock is on stage with a live microphone, wearing a tuxedo with cameras flashing and him being recorded in a room full of 6,000 people, and he's performing, he's not Chris Rock, his buddy. He's Chris Rock, the comedian. That's why he's there. Chris Rock is only there because he's a comic who was asked to go on stage and, hey, Chris, we're going to have you as a presenter. Go present and say something funny. What should I say, guys? Well, I don't know. Just talk about the audience, Chris. And the audience knows better than to react in such an extreme way. And I think Will Smith didn't even have the right to say anything. He didn't have the right to verbalize himself, for sure, because it's a show. Could you imagine if someone broke through this door right now just because they were offended by your last episode and asked you to stop? Would you stop?
I've been waiting for that to happen for like about 6 years now.
Yeah,
I know it's going to happen one day.
Because Princess is our bodyguard.
But that's what I'm saying. But you wouldn't stop because you're not expected to stop because you're doing your job. Whether
Right.
someone likes it or not or disagrees with you, they have no right to go on your platform at that point and tell you to stop. Never mind that, but to physically assault you. It's a completely different thing.
That shit was
You know,
wild.
I've seen a lot of things that have offended me live, right? Like you see shows, and when you need to understand when it's comedy and it's a joke, if you're laughing at something, you can guarantee it that someone is getting offended by that because you are making fun of someone or something or a situation that someone is going through. It's funny to you, but it may not be to them. But that does not give that one person the right to say, hey, don't talk about this anymore. Because what am I supposed to talk about? What am I supposed to find funny anymore? I can't, right? Because I can't talk about anything. I can't talk about Jada Smith's hairstyle because she has alopecia, which no one, absolutely fucking nobody knew about this shit unless you're a Jada Pinkett Smith fan, which is like, congratulations to the fucking two of y'all. You know what I mean? And now everyone, and now, what am I doing?
Give it a gunshot.
Give it a gunshot. Oh, shit.
He hit the-
But anyway, listen, I'm gonna keep going. So just reel me in. But my point
It was
is,
at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
and by him we mean Will Smith, and his wife, Jada Smith.
She kind of, I feel like she was like that Kermit meme, right? And then she just looked at Will and it was like, do it. Just like, because it's like he just got triggered and then he just went up. I don't know what kind of spell she has on Will, but that shit was crazy. He was laughing. Next thing you know, she said something to him. And next thing you know, he just like...
Right. I mean, because he laughed at it.
I mean,
first.
all women have that look though that they give.
Yeah, I was just talking to these guys before, and I was talking about one of my favorite comics of all time is Patrice O'Neal, and he had a joke. I think he only did it live, but he used to talk about like women having that stare that would make a man do crazy things, and especially if it was your woman and she looked at you a certain way, and he called it the pussy beam, you know, and he made a noise. He made a noise with it. He was just like, ah! You know, as soon as you get that. You're like,
you know what time it is.
All right. I gotta defend my woman now. Let me go slap a skinny comic on stage because I'm Will Smith and like, bro, come on, that's Chris Rock. How are you gonna go slap Chris Rock? Don't you know what he is? Like, okay, let me ask you guys a question. You know Chris Rock?
Yeah.
You know Chris Rock?
Yeah.
Why do you guys know Chris Rock?
Because he's a comedian.
He's a comedian. So when Chris Rock is on stage and he's being asked to be a comic, what is his job, you think? What do you think?
To be funny and
to make jokes. It's not his job to make you laugh. It's his job to make a joke. Whether you find it funny or not, that's up to you. You don't want to laugh? Don't laugh. But don't stop the man from attempting to make a fucking joke because that's his job. That's why you know Chris Rock. Otherwise, exactly. Chris Rock don't exist. He's like fucking mopping the floor somewhere. Or maybe he's dead by now. You know what I mean? I don't know. But that's why Chris Rock is on that fucking stage. If you're going to stop asking Chris Rock to be Chris Rock, where is he going to be?
And then what's the line?
Where do you draw that fucking line?
Where's the line of comedians?
There is no line. Because you tell me one thing, right? Oscars. This is the fucking Oscars. This is like goddamn top of the top. This is Cadillac of Hollywood, right? It doesn't get bigger than this.
Right.
You would think these are the most fucking affluent people in the industry. They know what they're doing. They have everything under control, right?
Right.
Even in that situation, even when majority of that room is in show business, a comedian can get slapped by a member of the audience, which, let's be honest, that's exactly what Will Smith was up until he was called on stage to receive the award. He was just an audience member, right? If that guy, who's Will Smith, by the way, can walk up and slap Chris motherfucking Rock, who's one of the greatest comics of all time, you tell me, how does that not discourage a young comic to go on stage at the Laugh Factory in New Brunswick? Just from the sheer fear that he might offend somebody and they might come and beat my 100%. Ass.
These hecklers are gonna be with baby powder ready for any other show.
But so, like what happens to the art of
Will can do it?
Exactly. Oh shit,
We're slapping the shit out of all these comedians.
And who did Will Smith slap? Oh, Chris Rock. Oh, Chris Rock? Damn, so I can smack Adam from like down the block. Fuck Adam. I hate Adam. I can't wait for Adam to go on stage. Hey, say something funny, Adam. Adam says something funny. All right, I'll walk up and smack the shit out of Adam. All right, sit back down. That will never happen. By the way, you'll never get to sit back down. If you ever do that in a live audience somewhere, there's no way they're going to be like, oh, okay, you slapped somebody on stage. Now go ahead and take your seat.
Nah, not at all.
And have it chill. You know what I mean? That would have never happened.
That was the craziest shit ever. He slapped him, sat down, and then got an award.
And got an award?
That's historic. I don't care what anybody says.
And then apparently got a standing ovation. And the saddest part about this whole thing is I had no idea that it was the Oscars. Cause I don't care because I don't watch TV, so I don't know.
I didn't know the Oscars was on Monday.
And then apparently he won Best Actor. And I had no idea.
Well, even for what movie?
No fucking idea.
Oh, King Richard.
King Richard.
I still haven't seen that movie.
Yeah.
We were talking about it earlier. I hated that whole rollout of that shit.
You saw it?
No, I hated the rollout.
Oh, the rollout. Okay, you didn't appreciate the way they marketed the movie.
No, I felt like they should have gave a lesser known actor his role and focused it more on the women. But besides that, you think...
Yeah, but the movie's called King Richard. So,
it's about him.
Fuck the girls.
I know. But it's like...
If it was like Serena and Venus or something, or
yeah, they don't need a movie. They're Serena and Venus.
We know them. That's like Michael Jordan have a movie, which was Space Jam, by the way.
They're just producing it. It's like, yeah, make a movie about my fucking father and let me make all the money off of it. And that's it. That's their strategy, probably.
So, you think this was real?
Yeah. I mean... I don't understand what the purpose of having this thing staged would be, because it makes Will look really bad. I mean, thank goodness for the fact that it was Chris Rock who I think was so considerate of Will's reputation in that moment that he took it as calmly and proceeded with as much caution as he did afterwards. Because the worst thing, and I've been in comedy crowds, and I've seen people try to heckle, even like the rookiest of comics, and as long as I have a live mic and you're sitting in the audience, you'll never be loud enough, and you'll never be funnier than the comic.
Yeah.
And this is Chris Rock. He could have ripped him to fucking shreds
The rest
right
of the
on
night.
stage, verbally, and gotten all his buddies who were going to come out and present afterwards to do the same. But he didn't do that, because Will, whether after this, whether you like him or not or whatever, you need to understand this guy is a hero for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Especially in that fucking community that they both represent, right? Like, that community holds Will to a really high regard, and so does Chris Rock. That's why Chris Rock didn't do anything. He didn't escalate the situation. I think he wanted to save Will from Will, and he did, and he's not pressing charges. If I was Chris, I would be pressing charges, at least
That's what Jim
against
Carrey said.
at least against the Academy, because where the fuck were y'all security?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, y'all
That-
talking about
that
Will. Where's
that adds to my. I think it was all staged.
There was no security. You telling me that while I'm
Exactly.
presenting, a person walks. I know it's Will and all, but you
that don't
telling me
matter.
no one?
Yeah, someone would have.
Bro, I think when Kanye went up, they had guards like slowly walking up. You know what I'm saying?
I think the whole entire thing was planned.
But here's the thing: Chris Rock is benefiting by far, like 10 times.
They
full.
both are.
10.
And Chris has his tour with Kevin Hart, and he has a tour of himself. And honestly, this is 2022. Like, yes, that may not seem like marketing, but that's marketing nowadays. That's marketing in 2022. The Oscars, the ratings were low.
Yeah, but I don't think see the problem that I have with this being staged and Chris being okay with it is because this has made really dangerous for people in his profession to do what they do, and he, as a comic of his stature, I don't think would do that. I think a guy like him wouldn't do that. He doesn't need to. That's Chris fucking Rock, bro. I'm going to see him. I booked my ticket already. I don't need this bullshit.
He's like, I was going to pay my ticket
but-
already.
You're saying that being our age.
But you talking about the other people? You need that
Does-
type of publicity
does
to get the
does
younger
Gen-
generation.
Like, let's be real.
Fuck the younger generation. They don't have money, number one. They can't afford the ticket, so fuck them. We're going to go see him.
But that's who he's catering to.
No, I don't. And
Well, a portion of his career, just like Kevin Hart.
well, the thing is, my argument against that is the same thing again. It's you should with the way that people are reacting, because a lot of people are going after Will, but a lot of people are also defending his actions, and they were saying that and the focal point of the whole thing has been, oh, you got to be careful about what you joke about, but that's your job as a comic, is to joke about things. And you can't be careful. You got to be reckless about it, because then you figure out what sticks and what doesn't. You know what I mean? That's how you hone your craft. That's like if I asked you to stop writing your scripts about certain things, would you like being told what not to write about? Yeah. You wouldn't, because that takes away your independence as a creator.
That's why Quentin Tarantino.
And man, stand-up comedy is one of the oldest, probably, and one of the most essential form of art that we have still. And if you've never seen it live, I would highly recommend going to see a live act, whether it's a small room, it's a big arena, it's a fucking stadium.
Yeah,
go see
I
it.
love
Once
comedy.
you experience that shit in person, nothing's gonna be as cathartic, as fucking refreshing, as much of a lift up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you can't stop that. And I feel like with this, what this is doing is inviting the attack on comedy again. So I don't think Chris Rock, as a practitioner of this art, would do that to his art form just to promote a show. Because this is telling people, this is having people having the same Dave Chappelle debate again. Oh, this joke is inappropriate. You shouldn't have said it. You should have known that she was sick. Like, if I'm performing for a room full of 600 people, I should ask them all personally what their problems are, what they're going through. So there are things that I should leave off the fucking...
Honestly, if it was Dave, that wouldn't happen. I'm sorry.
No, because he beat the fuck out of him, probably.
That's one. And two, this the delivery that Dave would have had, to be honest. Like, and Dave usually doesn't.
First of all, he called
single
her G.I. Jane, and that's a compliment, because Demi Moore looks better than this.
100%.
Till this day.
Exactly. Like, come on, man. Like, that's a compliment, bitch. Take it. Like, this is a. He's punching you up.
But it was
You
a
know, this
deeper
is
joke than that, actually, because he was really referring to, because he didn't even write the joke, but it was much deeper, because Demi Moore wasn't just mentioning just Demi Moore. It was Demi Moore cheating on Bruce Willis with a younger man. She was with Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah. See, and I didn't even.
That was how deep it went. So we heard G.I. Jane with the shaved head, but that was it was a double joke. The first joke was the first, and that's how Chris Rock does it. He'll give you the first shell, but then there's a deeper shell, and you'll be like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's all the good comics, you know.
Exactly.
It's like layers to this.
It's layers. So that's what it really was. So that's why Will kind of like, so Jada probably was like, oh, it ain't the hair thing, and then it was like, oh.
But I think.
But
this
even
was,
so, you shouldn't have gone on stage.
But
think this was heavy
you
on
think it's a publicity stunt.
100%. I have no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, I disagree with that 100%.
Because, and honestly,
let me hear your reasons to
Well-
why you think so positively that this is a publicity.
just I think really for Will too. I think obviously a little bit for Chris. Like obviously we all knew it was going to help Chris, but I do think for Will because of everything he's been through. You know what I'm saying? I think
But
it was just
he-
okay,
Chris-
so tell me, how does this help Chris?
for anything attention.
But Chris is a comic, and they're telling him to stop doing comedy. So how does that help
it's just
Chris?
Bad publicity is good publicity still.
No. I mean, I get. Look, this is good for we're talking literal now. They literally want him to not say certain things. So how is that good for a craftsman?
Yeah, even that's very specific thing. Obviously, I think that's going to come with it, but I think that can get brushed off. I think we go through that phase every few years with comics. I feel like someone says something and then they say, "Oh, that conversation happens a lot on the internet."
No, but that's the problem. That's why if you watch all the new comedy specials, they all suck because these comics
They're
are
watered
too
down.
scared.
Well,
They're
yeah.
too scared to talk about stuff. So here's the thing: you really
Except
need
the
to be
Daves
you
and-
really need to be a fan of comedy. So I'm not entirely sure how much of a fan of comedy you are, because
Yeah.
I mean, when I moved here from India, right, I was highly depressed, and that's what I watched. I watched all the fucking comics, and these guys have more equity with me than even film actors, because they've gotten me through shit that no one could have. You know what I mean? And these guys, I can quote you shit from Chris Rock specials, like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you lines from Will Smith movies. Fuck Will Smith movies. But I can quote you Chris Rock like this. And that's the point. The point is, I want Chris Rocks. I want more Chris Rocks. We already have more Will Smiths, but I need more Chris Rocks.
100%, and I totally agree. There's very few.
And the way it's going right now, there aren't going to be any more Chris Rocks. You will have the fucking whoever the
Cookie
lame comics are. Yeah,
comment.
whoever these lame
comics.
comics are now, that are on TV. I don't even know them.
I could give a name. I can't think of them now because it's just some of them. There's a lot of comedians that are playing it safe. I would say Kevin Hart plays it
Kevin
safe.
Hart plays it safe.
Extremely
Yeah,
safe.
yeah.
He plays it extremely safe.
But his
in the
shows,
beginning he
his,
wasn't.
His shows suck now. I've been to it live, and it was good because it was live. But if I would have watched that on TV, I probably would have turned it off. The last one I did turn off, I didn't watch the whole thing because it's not even comedy. It's just weird anecdotes from his life, and he's just too rich and famous now, so I can't even connect to it anymore. You know what I mean? I don't know what he's talking about. He's like, walk in and I have 7 rooms, and I'm like, all right, well, must be nice. I don't know why that's funny, but because I don't know. I've never seen 7 rooms. As soon as I walk into a house, that's my house ain't that big, so it's not funny to me.
So
and that's where Kevin Hart is.
While I agree with you about the whole thing with Chris Rock and maybe him not agreeing to it with that, I do feel like Will Smith is so big that even Chris might have maybe looked past certain things or maybe even not looked that deep into it to do that for Will. I think that was a moment for Will, and I think it was also a moment for the Oscars. But I also think it was a moment for Will to
No,
get that
so
back.
here's the only reason why I say that Oscars, the Academy probably did what they did was because they needed that more than anything else.
Bro, it went from 7 million.
'Cause-
It was 7 million viewers.
Because I'm telling you, man, Will Smith didn't need it, really, honestly. I don't think... I feel like that's the problem with us in general. It's just people, society. We put so much fucking stock into these... not whatever you want to call them. It's these award shows and these vanity things. This is just vanity, bro. Let me tell you right now, if you truly care about the craft, as an actor or as a singer or as a composer, whatever you do, I don't think. Whenever I talk to people and their first response is like, "Oh, I want to win an Oscar in 5 years," and I'm like, "All right, so I guess I'll never see you again because you won't go nowhere."
Yeah.
There's no fucking ways. If that's your goal, you ain't getting nowhere. Your goal should be to just be better at what you do. And I feel like if those are truly artists, that's what they do. And I think Will is an artist, and I feel like Chris is an artist. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, that they are artists, and they don't really give a shit if 10 million people are watching them on TV, because that's not what they're there for. They're not there to accept awards. Will is there to tell stories as characters. That's his passion. That's what he like. He gave up a fucking rap career to be a serious actor. That takes a lot, bro. That's a lot of money.
He was
could have
also
made
the
from
first
movies.
one to win a Grammy. First hip
Yes.
rapper to win a Grammy.
He would have made a lot of money as a rapper probably, but he gave all that shit up to do The Pursuit of Happiness, and people were like, "You're fucking stupid. You should be doing action movies." And he was like, "No, I want to do dramas." That takes a certain kind of individual, and I don't think that guy would stoop this low. I hope not. You know what I mean? Like, my respect for him as an actor will disappear, because right now it's only just the person that I don't care about, but then I still love him as an actor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can separate the two. These are not they're not the same people. Like some of my
Tonight we had the personal Will, not the one on screen.
Right, and that's the problem. He forgot, he failed to recognize himself that the Chris that he slapped was the Chris that's on screen and not the personal Chris. You know what I mean? That's my problem with it. Will should have known that this is Chris Rock, the fucking comic. He's just
Right.
He made me laugh. He just made me laugh. I laughed, but my wife looked at me a certain way, so now I gotta act like, oh shit, I gotta defend
Just
her.
turned the whole situation personal.
Exactly.
And even on another level too, why I kind of go back to thinking it was staged is like, I think Will Smith is such a smart dude. I see him as such a smart individual that, like, fam, I feel like he could have got sued by the Oscars. You know how many people he probably can get sued from?
Well, here's the thing. Why risk cursing at like we blatantly, and then this audio, granted the US version cuts it, but why blatantly do that when he tells countless people not? He told Kevin Hart in an interview to not cuss. He blatantly he holds himself at a higher standard and others at the highest standard.
I'll give you another example of why I don't think this was staged, because that whole room, when you think about it, is full of bullshitters, right? And you cannot bullshit a bullshitter. And when you see the behind-the-scene images and videos of Bradley Cooper walking up to him, and Bradley Cooper is in fucking shambles. He's like, bro, relax. Like, if this was bullshit, if anyone could have sniffed it out, it's some of the greatest actors in the world. They would have been like, this is stage. Fuck, we don't have to even get
Denzel
up.
walked up to him.
These people walked up. They consoled him. They obviously because Will was a mess. Because he realized what he had just done, and we've all done shit like this, right?
That
like,
adrenaline rush kicks in,
like,
and then you just go.
Exactly. You can't
like,
control it,
fuck.
and you do it. And soon as you do it, and he even felt cool about it when he came back, like, because you can, if you know how to read faces, man, you can read it when he's like slyly fucking, because he's so proud of himself because he just smacked the shit out of Chris Rock. But then when he looked up and realized, oh shit, there's a sea of people watching me, and I just did this on live TV, he sits down. And there's a fucking sea of regret just going through his face, and you can just now he's got to say something. He has to tell him why he punched him, right? So now he's like, "Oh, you keep your fucking whatever he said. I don't know what he said. Keep your my wife's name
out of your fucking mouth.
Fucking mouth." And
then he was like, "I can't."
Unless you got a cock for her mouth. I'm kidding.
Yo, let me tell you, the memes, I've been hearing it for fucking days. I'm tired of it. Don't share me no goddamn memes. I'm done. No more Will and Rock memes. I'm like enough. Like people got tattoos of the smack.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Of the smack. Like this, like that's gonna be the longest iconic moment for a while.
Yeah. Plus, I think if you look at this as a real situation as opposed to something that was staged, it's so much more interesting.
Right.
It's so much more fun to talk about it when you think it's a real thing. Because once you go like, I was staged, then it's like, all right, then what are we talking about? You know, this is meaning
no, trust me, it's boring. It's boring for me to think that.
So you shouldn't think that, man.
No,
Have some fun. Give him a beer.
Nah, I'm just from every angle I look at it, man, and to me it's just all fake. But I get y'all, and it's fun to just, even if it's not, it's like you said, it's fun
Right.
to just
I'm more
I was
upset at
hoping
like
it was.
yeah, I'm more upset at like people's commentary about it. Some people, not all of them, like some people, but like it's extreme in both ways because that's how we are now. We just go right to the fucking extreme,
Yeah.
right? And it's just
Right.
like, oh, fucking arrest Will Smith and he should be canceled as an actor. I was like, no,
Yeah, get the fuck
he's
out
an
of here.
actor. He fucking did something
Nah,
wrong. He realizes. He apologized. The other guy, by the way, accepted his apology and apologized himself. So fuck you guys arguing about. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like,
And honestly, the people who try to cancel, I was like, y'all could all eat a bag of dicks. And I said that for with the
some of them probably
from
like
the
it.
deepest, darkest part. I really believe they should, because these are the same people that shared memes on Will Smith when he was going through an emotional time.
Right.
And these
right.
are gonna be the same motherfuckers that have the nerve to cancel Will Smith.
Exactly.
It's a bunch of hypocrisy. That's
Right.
all it is. It's like you're gonna. So yes, he did that. He made a mistake. He apologized.
And no need for him to give his award back. He won that way before this incident happened.
Right.
Right.
Fair and
So
square. You're not
he
gonna
keeps
just
it.
take it away.
He
Because if
keeps
that's
it.
the case, take a few more other people's awards. Like
What? See,
like,
and that's the
Robert De
problem.
Niro's.
And that's the line, right? That's where you draw the line. You don't start taking shit away from people. Like if you find out, like, oh, like listen, man, like 10 years ago we were all shittier people. I know I was. You know what I mean?
100%.
Right.
It's just lucky that
Very shitty.
I've never been approved for anything, so I'm not getting canceled. But the point is, like, if you start going back to the fucking beginning of my life, I'm sure I said stuff and did things that were not, like would not be accepted nowadays. And I wouldn't do them because I know better now. But I didn't know better now, and that's the whole point. The point is that you learn from it and you get better.
Right.
You don't. Like, I don't fucking tell other people not to experience it for themselves. It's their journey, man. They gotta figure
You
that
gotta
shit out
fail
themselves.
forward, man.
Yeah,
gotta
you
fuck up.
you figure it out for yourself. You know what I mean?
When's the last time Will made a big failure like this publicly?
Yeah, I mean when he appeared on his wife's.
But did he? I mean,
That was a poor choice. Sometimes you just gotta look at your wife and be like, no, I don't think so, honey. I think that's a bad fucking idea.
Oh
See,
my
someone in the
God.
boardroom was putting pieces together, and they said this would be the perfect thing. So, hey, man, I think this was
Just
all planned.
It's because
So
he's
playing with mental health?
a business mind.
I'm a marketing guy, so that's why
he thinks like he thinks marketing. He's like coming up with slogans and shit right now for
Yeah.
like
Well, the memes are already the biggest
I
slogan.
feel like this was all
yeah.
all planned.
No,
It
but
was all of it.
But that's your jam though. That's what you enjoy. Like me, I like to dive into like the whole psychological aspect of it. Like why is this happening in
Right.
general, and why is someone like Will Smith would not understand? Like how are regular people supposed to understand what comedy is when a guy who has done comedy does not understand it anymore?
Right.
He's so jaded now with life that he can't get it. His life's been so fucked up the last couple of years that like this guy had to get on stage and
He couldn't
slap a skinny comedian.
That slap
to
wasn't really just for
prove-
Chris.
to prove that he is defending his wife, and it's like
That slap came from so many things.
Yeah.
That slap came from the internet watching him.
Right.
That slap came from his wife just going at it with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And then just overall, just like, yo, I'm fucking tired. And that was the breaking point.
Yeah.
He's gonna learn from this, and we all gonna move forward from it at the end of the day. But we have a fucking war going on. So if this is a marketing thing, this is what's the only thing for a week that's keeping our mind off of what's going on.
Of course.
And as well as COVID. This is the highest thing right now.
I don't know what you're talking about. That thing doesn't exist anymore.
Oh,
So I do have a
First
question.
of all, it's
though.
called Omarion. No.
Oh yeah, we can't even say that on pod. It's like the
Oh,
only
we
thing
can't say that?
No,
Oh,
it's
man, I got an ice box where my heart used to be.
So I do have a question. If Sebastian were to slap anybody in episode 2, who would he have slapped?
I think he would have slapped. Oh, fuck. Who would he have slapped?
probably would have been Lizandro.
I'm trying to think. I'm gonna be honest with you. Throughout the episode, like a thought like that never went through my head, even because, not that it wasn't even in the script, because I feel like in the moment that Sebastian was in his life during that episode, right? Like, cause a character has a life before, right? We start rolling on it, but during the time that we were filming Sebastian, I feel like, and I'm talking like this is a documentary. This is how this is how pretentious I am.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm actually curious. I really want to know what Sebastian's going through.
So when you roll the film on Sebastian is not violent. He's not. He's at the point where he's at a law. Like, he's not gonna harm other people because he's sort of done harming them, and he's definitely not physically gonna harm anybody anymore because I think his attention is on himself now, and he's just harming himself. That's really where I
100%.
see him, right? Whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, he's just out to harm himself. He's even done, like, that's why, like, because he can grab a girl from the bar, take her home, and promise her a bunch of things and just be like, all right, bitch, see you later, because that's what happens to him anyways. But he's out here complaining about that because he's done hurting girls, right? And he's past that. So I think if something like that were to happen to Sebastian, he'll just take it, and he wouldn't hit anybody. I don't think. I think he'll
probably joke it off.
Right. He'll be like, hit me harder so I can feel some pain or something. You know what I mean? Right. I think that's where he is during that episode. So, I mean, I have a bunch of stuff on Sebastian, but I never saw him during that whole episode as being a guy who would want to fight, or even if he got into a fight, he'd probably just lay there and get punched. I think,
Yeah.
Not because he's weak, because I'm not. I eat spinach every day. Right now, not because he's weak.
What does Sebastian eat? We didn't even see him eat that whole time.
Sebastian, bro, I'm gonna tell you, Sebastian had that TV alcoholics diet, where I'm like, someone messaged me and they were like, if you drink so much in that show, why do you look like that?
Hold on, we gotta take a break real quick.
All right. You hear something?
Oh yeah.
We gonna get a call.
We have Michael Jackson calling. I just see the last name Jackson, and I'm hoping the first name is Michael. Otherwise, I'd be kind of disappointed.
Let's see if they pick up. Come on, come on, Lee. No. Whack. Hold on. I got you. This is gonna be a good one. If he picks up, that's gonna be funny.
I wonder who we're calling.
We're calling Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder? Hello?
Hey, bro, I'm busy at work. I'm gonna call you back.
All right.
Boo.
And let people work, man. It's only Tuesday.
It's only Tuesday.
Hey,
Golly.
club goes up on a Tuesday.
But yeah, man. So if anyone doesn't know, this guy's the one who plays Sebastian in the Therapy, the series Therapy Without a Degree, episode 2. That's this guy right here, the star.
This guy.
So what'd you think, man? What'd you think about playing Sebastian? Like when you first got the script?
So man, I remember reading it the first time. So this is I have like a process.
You're on the podcast right now.
I'll tell you in a second.
Okay, what's poppin'?
I'm calling you. I wanted to ask you, what'd you think about the whole slapping situation at the Oscars? Was it justified or not?
Nah. He was able to slap the shit out of him for that. But the only thing is, Chris Rock was supposed to slap shit out of him back. You heard?
Right.
Like, think about it. Like, if he's like, yo, bro, you don't know what Will told Chris Rock. He probably told him, like, yo, bro, do me a solid, don't violate my bitch. Like, you heard? And let's just say, like, yo, Will, you got a reputation of letting make Jada feel like you don't, like, give a fuck about it. He had to show that time, like, yo, bro, I'm gonna show niggas I ain't pussy. Plus, let's double back, right? Will been looking real pussy for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They put his business out there, so now he's like, right?
You're right.
So to get his name back, you gotta slap shit out of somebody on TV.
So he had to do it because all the things that he's been through.
I tell you, he knew how to pick a target.
He knew how to pick a target though.
He did.
Because if it was Dave Chappelle, I don't think it would have been the same.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, he wasn't gonna do shit to Chris Rock neither, but I don't know, something got it. Like, I'm gonna do this shit. So it could have been anybody.
Oh, it could have been anybody.
It could have, because I don't think he would have did it to Chris Rock either.
So it was anybody that was upstage that did that joke. It didn't matter who it was.
It could have went that way.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you for
Because
tuning in.
All right, yeah, you got a great show over there. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, brother.
All right. Peace.
One.
That was my cousin.
All right.
That was my cousin that put me on being the Zain I am today.
All right.
Let's go, man.
So that was hilarious. But
Word.
I was talking to my uncles too about it, and that shit was funny as hell. He was just like, no, he shouldn't have done it. He should have just let him do his thing and just sat down. And now he just made him a fool of the minorities, and luckily Chris didn't do it because then it would have been even worse.
Right.
So it came from that standpoint.
I think that was his intention behind the action, was to make sure that his,
he was about to, and he's
like his community and one of the absolute heroes of his community doesn't get destroyed on that stage,
right?
Because it was about to happen.
That would have been the ending moment right there.
That would have been it, yeah.
Because Will Smith is seen as like that white knight. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he can
Listen,
do no wrong.
there aren't many, bro. There aren't many, and that's the sad part, because there should be a lot more, but there aren't any. You can count them on one hand, really. Samuel L. Jackson, Will Smith, Denzel. Count me two more. I'll give Morgan
Freeman.
But Morgan is like 105 years old. He's been that age since like 1992, so he's about to die soon. I know that.
They already have like a whole. They're naming a theater after him, I believe.
Yeah, that's it. He's about to bite the fucking. If this happens tomorrow, people are gonna kill me, aren't they? Like, if Morgan Freeman dies tomorrow, I'm gonna be dead the next day, right after.
They're coming after you.
They're coming after you.
I'm gonna time it so it's on my actual birthday. I'm gonna try to make
go on vacation and everything. But you only name like 4. If anything, you would say Tyler Perry.
No, fuck Tyler Perry. That's
Oprah.
I said Samuel. That was my second dude.
Oprah. I forgot Oprah.
Okay. If we're including girls, I was talking about like male leaders,
But there's not too many. There's not too many males and not too many females.
What?
I just kind of
Yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, there's Oprah. There's,
right.
I mean, I think there's like Viola Davis. I think she's
right.
amazing. She does like great work. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of people, but the big ones, the ones that are like revered, there aren't many. Like
right.
Chadwick was on his way, but sadly things happen, right?
Yeah,
and then
Will Smith is
one of the ones.
But that's also is another reason why I just think he's too smart for that, man.
No,
man,
but
he broke.
But the thing is, when emotion like that takes over, you don't think like that, man.
Nah, that's a completely different thing, man. I had situations myself where I just blacked out. I remember this is a short story though, but like there was a moment I was camping, and then people thought it would be a good idea because like pranking people, and it was like a few of us, and I was with my lady at the time, and then I go in there, there was a trash bag in my fucking tent. This is the first tent I ever bought. This is the first time I ever went camping. I fucking blacked, bro, because it wasn't the garbage. It was more than the garbage, man. It was more. The garbage signified a little more than that. They thought it was a joke. I did not see that shit funny as all, and I blacked out on everybody. They never saw that side of me before ever, and they were looking at me. And then I was about to get in a fight because there was a couple other people there. And mind you, I'm not the biggest person there. But you piss me off, I'm wilding out, and everybody was quiet. And I said, "Yo, who did it?" And nobody would say it. I was like, "So y'all just gonna be quiet?" At that point, I don't want to fuck with no one, and that was it. And then they were like, and then my girls looking at me like, "Whoa!" I was like, "You don't do that.
Yeah,
That's crossing the line. You put a fucking garbage bag in my, and there was garbage in it. It wasn't like a garbage bag. There was garbage in it, and they put it in my tent. So that was a joke."
Yeah, no, I get you. So you think that was like the Will Smith thing? You think it was just a...
I feel like that was... Because Regina Hall had made the same joke, right? And I felt like that was like a grain of sand that just dropped. And that was the line. That tipped it. That one thing. And honestly, the joke wasn't even that serious. I'm going to be honest. We could have just went on to the next thing.
It's like the most obvious joke. You
Right.
see a bald woman, you're like, G.I. Jane, bitch.
Yeah.
And I'm just
Right.
like, you
and
know.
you could have just moved on
It's
your
like
way.
the most obvious joke. It's not even a joke, really. It's just an observation. It's a fucking bald lady. Let me just call her G.I. Jane.
Right.
What are you, a soldier, bitch? You
But
know,
to
that's it.
him-
That's the joke.
But to him,
You
and
know?
I felt like that wasn't it. I think it was more so like you know, you ever see someone in such a bad situation that you want to just step in and do something about it? I feel like I was having a good time. My wife felt some type of way, and now I have to do something. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
either way, your night's ruined now because your wife's going to give you shit either way.
Right. No
Yeah,
matter
either
what,
way-
you're just
either
gonna
way,
get shit.
that's
Either
that's
I'd
usually
rather
what
get it
happens
from
with
the
women.
public or my wife. I don't know. My wife seems a little more. I have to go home with my wife. I don't have to go with the public. I'm just saying.
Right. And so, you know, and I think it's just like it happens, man. Rage takes over. You do stupid things when you're stupid. And so, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Stupid is what stupid does.
Well, we want to know from you guys, from the audience, was this staged or was it not? Tell us in the comments. Ankit, we're gonna have to get you on again, man. We're gonna have to do
Yeah, man.
actually.
Let me know when.
Let's do a documentary style maybe with Zain
Okay.
to get into Sebastian, to get to know that stuff, because this was too juicy of a topic. So I don't think we could mix them two.
No,
this
you said
episode.
that, and I was like, I already knew how this was
Yeah,
gonna
no,
go.
I was
He
like,
was like,
man,
I
we are
already know.
not going to be able to talk about this
I was
because
like,
I want to.
It was
I
a
want
hot
to
topic.
I want
Yeah,
to
it
sit
was,
down
yeah,
and
we
break
had
it down, and I want to go over,
Next time.
you know, why
If
you
we-
wrote it.
If we can get you for round 2.
Me? You guys, you just got to let me know.
He's a
Let me know.
celebrity. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
It's
yeah.
hard sometimes.
We gotta talk.
You gotta
Manager.
sprinkle me in. Your audience is gonna get tired of hearing my voice if
Nah,
they hear
nah.
it too much.
We
But
still
you
got to do like a coffee critique, a movie, because I feel like the three of us, if me and this guy didn't already do so much, I'd be like, let's all do a movie podcast.
Oh, we should. We
We
should.
we were supposed to do that a while ago.
Yeah.
I mean, like we could just we'll set that
We'll
up.
do it.
Yeah,
we're
so
gonna
let's,
do that.
let's watch one, and then we can just talk about it. You know, it
Yeah.
doesn't
Right.
have to be with anything. It
It's
just
gonna be funny with Ankit
Even
in the
if it's
mix.
live, even if it's like even if it's like IG live.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. And once I figure out how to
We
use
could
it,
actually plug. You know, we could plug in the phone, and we could all be on the mixer with the live, because now they could hear us.
Oh shit! All
So
right.
we could have the live up, and then we could say,
Look at
say
him!
our
Look at him
talking-
flexing his new
New
hardware.
hardware sponsored by Zoom.
There you
Give
go.
me the bag. Give me the bag. Literally, I got the bag. That's Zoom.
Oh shit!
But all right, y'all. What do y'all shine out for this week? What do y'all think is dope that is slept on?
I'm gonna shout out. You want me to do this for real?
Will Smith.
No, I'm not gonna do it for real. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna what I'm gonna shout out this week is what's the movie? Encanto for winning best animated. Got an Oscar for best animated film. That movie was amazing. It was very different from your typical Disney movie, and I really feel like that kind of got overshadowed with this whole thing because a lot of people kind of felt like that whole situation overshadowed. So I want to shout out the people who actually did win. So congrats to all the people who won the Oscars. And Encanto for me, that was a big movie, and kudos to what's his name, Lin-Manuel.
Lin-Manuel something, right?
Right.
I'm not a musical guy, so I don't really.
No, he did a great job. I'm surprised. I don't know if he got an award, another one for Boom Boom,
Oh, Tick Tick Boom.
Tick Tick Boom, because that was a
Yeah.
great one too. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, shout out to Encanto, great movie. I'm glad it won an Oscar. Awesome.
All right, good shit.
All right.
You got anything?
Oh, so what is this? Is where
Yeah,
you guys
Just
shout out? You guys
something
shout
that you
out?
think is slept on that not many people know about.
Oh man, there's so many things, but fucking whatever. Your podcast. Listen,
all right.
listen to Therapy Without a Degree. Watch the show. If you want to skip the first and the third episode, just watch mine.
I had done shots today from Ankit.
No. I mean, I'm just saying, if you're pressed for time and you have time only to watch one, watch mine, because you know I'm in it and I'm here. So fuck everyone else. They're not here. No, I'm kidding. I love them all, but Therapy Without a Degree, you guys, and then stand-up comedy. You know, Earthquake just put out something on Netflix. Watch that shit. It's 36 minutes long.
Only 36?
Yeah, it's incredible. It's funny as hell. Go laugh and remain laughing. Please don't stop laughing.
Yo.
And that's it.
That actually reminds me. I I'm going to a comedy thing next week.
Yeah.
We should go. Let's
Word. All right. When?
It's in the city.
Oh, next
The
week.
9th.
Next week is
Okay.
birthday week. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, March.
No, April
April. Oh, I
4.
was-
April 4. It's something's. I mean, people are planning things. I just get told to get dressed and I
get dressed
show
and
up.
pull
You know,
up,
and
right?
that's it.
Just
That's
pull
it.
up.
That's
Well,
my job.
We'll see. I'll let you know.
Okay.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna probably. It's like a little nice place. I'm probably gonna have to get dressed like Ankit today. For that event.
All
too.
right.
I have to
Alright.
bring out the turtleneck.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring out the turtleneck. Exactly.
Yeah, listen, it's gonna be 85 degrees now.
Nah, fuck it, gotta do it. But I'm gonna give a shout out to. We got Dre and Javi in the building. I just want to say thank you to these gentlemen for being
Yeah.
rocking out with
Applause.
us. All right, go follow Dre. Their tags are gonna be in the description somewhere. Shout out to Javi, PPG Capital, PPG Javi in the building. All right, so I just want to give a shout out to them fellas. And other than that, yo, get out of here.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
You ain't the only one, Joe.
We
Wait.
got toys now.
Wait,
We got toys.
how long was this thing? This felt like 10 minutes.
He got toys now.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's messed up.
You're
That's
just
messed-
testing out sounds now.
Nah, this was about an hour,
Oh yeah, shit. And this is fun as hell, guys.
50 minutes.
50 minutes. Yeah.
This is awesome. All right, thanks for having me. By the way, this
Thank you for coming.
was incredible. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, it doesn't take much. It's gas is only $5 a
Only
gallon.
$1 million. Yeah, you might as well just sleep.
This is only just $150 worth of gas for me, so it's all good.
Woo! We
All
got
right, y'all.
Ankit. Thank y'all.
Yes.
Have a good one.
We out of here. Peace.